we have a lot of information from various sources on customers. We don't know what's relevant and what's not relevant, right? Problem is also that the information comes from multiple sources in multiple formats, in multiple timelines. Some comes instantly, some comes after some time. Right? So how do you identify factors which are important enough to make a credit decision? Because there could be information about the customer that's not great, but it really doesn't affect your credit decision. And there could be information that is important enough that gets skipped over in a regular underwriting process. So the challenge is that how do you put all this information together? And what we have been able to do is to use lending analytics to kind of move to a situation of central underwriting. And I think the way things are going, pretty much, I think this quarter your numbers have to be based on Ind AS, right? Which means that you need to have a predictive model. I think one of the things that we've been able to do is to use lending analytics to come up with a predictive model for credit costs. So we've been able to build models on probability of default and loss given default. So you can possibly say, okay, my LGDs look low, so I'm going to take a few more risks than I would normally take. And that decision happens at a portfolio level rather than at an individual underwriter level. So the problem with the credit score per se is that it's not adequate to define or decide a lot of credit decisions that we need to take today, right? There are a lot more factors at play rather than the credit score, which is based on historical data, based on some products that the customer took in the past and has no relevance to the credit decision that you have to take today, right? And using lending analytics, what we've been able to do is to build scoring models. And actually our scoring models are not even by product, they're by product plus geography. So, it will recognize that this customer wants to buy a Merck in Amritsar, so it will probably deliver a different credit score than a customer is probably buying a Merck in Bangalore. So I think if your marketing is not using analytics, obviously you're losing out a lot. Just to make the point that a lot more information is available. So one of the easiest things that all of us probably have already done it is to decide which customer to call, which customer to just send an SMS, which customer to make a personal visit to, on which customer to go legal, right? Based on your data. Or some customers we don't even call, we just do a representation because we know that the customer will pay. So we can actually significantly reduce the cost of our collections with analytics. So the big advantage of all this is that we can service a lot more customers with our existing teams. So I think the advantage of analytics is that first of all, it's not a credit job, or it's not a marketing job, or it's not a collections job. I think it's an organization-wide imperative. Everybody needs to be familiar with analytics, and everybody needs to understand how it works. How do you use data to make sure that you do better sales? For example, if you have enough information about the customer, can you make sure that you're pitching the right product to him rather than getting an application for something that finally won't go through, right?